Every drop counts. Pronomi, pronouns, pronames, prolives. So, pronouns, pronomi. In Italian, the direct translation would be pronames. What does your name mean for you? What is it? It is the answer to the question, who are you? And this is why pronouns become so important. They help you validate your identity. Hi, I'm Emanuel, and as a queer person, I wanted to share this video with you to raise awareness about self-expression. Thanks for watching. So, there are 3 things I want to talk to you about. First one, are queer people confused? Second, how does the right pronoun feel like? Third, do you want to be a real spectator? So let's start off. So, are queer people confused? Some say that trans or non-binary folks are confused about their identity. Let me tell you something. There are doubts, followed by research and the construction of every single part of yourself, of every level society has put on you, of every single thing you thought you were. At the beginning of a self-discovery process, you don't know who you are, but you don't know what you are not. And it's by eliminating who you are not that you can become who you are. So, rather than confusion, there is research. Confusion comes from the external environment, from people using stereotypes without realizing they have to take individual differences into account. From people not willing to understand, that is willing to ignore. Confusion comes from the expectation people have that go hand in hand with systemic phobias influencing everyone's daily life. Why systemic? Because we don't even realize they are there. And so the confusion is not about one's inner world, it is about the outside world. We should call it uncertainty rather than confusion. For instance, if I ask for different pronouns, how are my friends going to react? What's going to happen in the workplace? Would I be able to feel accepted? Will I be taken seriously? These are only some of the uncertainties queer people have to deal with. Are you also part of this uncertainty network? So, how does the right pronoun feel like? So the question now is, what's the big deal? Why bothering so much? We need to take a step further. Who is the person behind the pronoun? I always think that we tend to forget about the person as we focus too much on what we see. Before being a student, a friend, a teacher, before being happy or sad, before being male or female or other, you are one person as a whole. I want to make this clear using a metaphor and the idea of expressing life. If we take a deep breath and try to figure out where it starts and where it ends, we realize that it starts from the outside and it goes literally through our body and then back out. In the very simple action of breathing, we are expressing life. How many times per minute are you alive? How many times per hour or per day are you alive? And now, how many times per day do you really feel alive? Using someone's preferred pronouns makes them feel alive. Preferred pronouns sound like I'm alive, I'm seen, I want to express my life in what I do. Using them is like raising the curtains, the stage curtains, and give individuals the possibility to truly express themselves on the stage of life. I want curtains to be lifted. I want to see human beings expressing their life in their very own way. Are you aware of how everything changes for the better when you let people feel free to express themselves? So tell me now, if you could literally perform your life on a stage, would you like the curtains to be open or closed? Would you like to be seen or not? Well, this is all what queer people are asking for. So, do you want to be a real spectator? What kind of theaters do you like to go to? How many shows have you watched? We are surrounded by real life shows. We are one in the first place. It is a privilege to not have to worry about which pronoun someone is going to use for you, but it shouldn't be. It should be a right to express ourselves just as we are. How can we make it a right? It is so simple, it only requires one question. What are your preferred pronouns? So, at the cost of one single question, you could enjoy the show and learn more about all the very lives you get in touch with. This is what I want for myself, open stages, self-expression and growth. If you want to become a spectator of real life shows called human beings, then you should be part of the change too. So tell me, do you want to?